Good
Good
morning.
morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Now I'm over here trying to get it together because Lydia's never ready, but I am not ready this morning. I was trying to go over to.
What Lydia got to do with that? The hell you need to throw my name in that whole sentence for?
I got to throw somebody under the bus this morning. You know, that's how people do, right?
Oh,
That's how they do.
Jesus.
So I'm trying to get it together over here. So good morning. If you're joining us over on YouTube, good morning. Let
Good
us
morning,
know
good
you're in the
morning.
room so we can not talk to the screen.
Yep.
We like to know that you guys are here. And thanks for making the switch, guys, over to YouTube because we're just trying to make this experience better for you all.
Yep.
So, yeah, it's Thursday.
Less
You know what
steps.
time it is. It's time for Beautyish Radio, where we talk about beauty, business.
And all that is.
Yes, and I am Joy M. Hutton, founder of On The Go Glam.
And I am Lydia Evans, founder of SW&G Essentials, better known as Swag Essentials.
Hey, that's what it is. I almost got it for the people on Instagram, all right? I almost got it for y'all. Oh, Lord. I'm over here putting in the wrong links. I'm over here putting Google links and stuff because Google is on my mind. And,
No,
guys,
that's it.
I do have a Google workshop tonight, just in case you're
Do
wondering.
you?
I do.
Ooh.
Yes, we're talking about project management with Vanessa Parker, the Pink Boss.
Okay.
Isn't that a cool
Oh,
name?
yeah.
It's
I like
so
the Pink
cute.
Boss.
Yes, she's my birthday twin. I love Vanessa.
Oh, wow.
Yes, so I'm just trying to get this together for you guys over here. All right, and we are done. All right, so if you're joining, again, thanks. We are here this morning. Today was a little rough for me, but I'm here. Every time I see Lydia's face, it makes me smile
Does it?
because she's just my boo-boo turd.
A boo-boo dog.
The boo-boo turd, the girl dogs. All right, guys, so you know we kick off our day with Beauty of the
Yep.
Week.
Drum roll.
So today is none other than, we got Beyonce.
Yay.
I feel like people on the Instagram page, though, wasn't, I don't know. I thought people were a part of the Beehive, but people were like, we're tired of seeing Beyonce. But I'm not tired of seeing Beyonce. I think I respect this woman's hustle, her grind. She has won 28 Grammys. She's won the most Grammys out of any female artist.
Right.
So I applaud Beyonce for her hustle. And, you can't knock the hustle, man.
No,
What
you
did
can't.
You were telling me that in their house alone there are how many between her and Jay-Z?
They reported 51.
That's crazy.
51 Grammys.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it
when you say
is.
there's $1 billion on the elevator, it's $1 billion on the elevator.
Several billion.
Right.
Yeah.
I need to be on that elevator.
So funny.
Going up.
Right.
Going up, not down. All right. So, yeah, shout out to Beyonce and all the work that she's done and setting Blue Ivy up for success.
Oh, yeah.
You
That
know,
was awesome.
Blue has a whole Grammy.
Grammy.
And they manifested that ish.
Yeah, they did manifest it.
What was the line in Jay-Z's song? What did he say?
Oh, yeah, about he might give it to Blue to use as a sippy cup.
And now she can.
And she's using it as a sippy cup. Right.
Now she can.
Right. Absolutely.
Now she can.
Absolutely.
So, hey, I'm not mad about that. Listen. Cheers.
Cheers. What are we cheersing to? Mike's birthday?
Mike's birthday.
It's Mike's birthday behind the scenes.
He didn't get fired. He's with us today. He's with
I'ma
us
let Mike
today.
make it
It's
all the way
Mike's
through the
birthday.
day.
And we brought celebrity cupcakes. Guys, listen.
Ooh.
Crave and Sprinkles ain't got nothing on celebrity cupcakes, okay? These are the best cupcakes I've ever had. The first time I had these cupcakes, a red velvet cupcake, I did a praise dance.
What do you like the most about it?
It's just moist. It's not dry. You know, sometimes cupcakes are just dry, and
Yeah.
I need a little drink of water. But the cream cheese icing on top is amazing, and there's even icing inside. Yeah. Oh, see. Yeah.
I'll just knock the frosting off and eat the cake.
So yeah, they're good.
I was trying to show them the
Right,
the
Lydia
cupcake.
over here trying to get y'all a demonstration, but you got to do this.
You
though,
gotta
Lydia.
see
You
it.
got to put the
No,
hand
right.
behind. You know, in the food videos,
I might have to
they're
get into the makeup world.
You just here, look at this.
Right.
But anyway, so Yeah, we have celebrity cupcakes. So we celebrate Mike. Mike makes all the magic happen behind the scenes, and we appreciate Mike so much. So yeah, we're gonna get this show on the road. We're talking about manifesting ish today.
Man, power of manifestation, something else is so crucial to your success in life.
It is,
regardless of what you wanted to be successful in.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You here with us today?
Oh, very much so. Very much.
Lydia over here, she's just
yeah, very much.
Very
1,000% with you.
Very mellowed out today. So we're gonna get into this topic. So how do you manifest things?
Oh, well, number one is you got to see it before it manifests. I mean, I sit back and I think about the things that I like, the things that I love, the things that the picture that I want to see for my life, and it's like I block out everything else other than that.
Yeah.
And then, the thing is that it's kind of hard to stay in that space because you have so many outward distractions and things that are outside of your control.
Mm-hmm.
So, it allows me to, when I manifest, it allows me to stay in almost like this fairy tale place, if that makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But the killer part is that in the manifestation, I don't want the fairy tale. Because the fairy tale is what's not real. It's weird. It's a weird thing because it's like in your mind, you have this ideal thing that you want or this ideal setting for your life that you see, regardless of what aspect of your life it's in, whether it's your relationship, your friendships, your business ships, all of that different stuff.
Yeah.
And those are very, very ideal. But the truth of that dream is that nothing is that perfect.
Right.
Because there's always destruction behind perfection. So I don't care to have that thing that I dream, like when I go to sleep and I dream of this dreamy, ethereal place. I don't want that. And I think that if you go so far as to try to attain that, that's where you kind of lose that gratitude that it takes to stay suspended in relishing in the things you manifested.
Right.
Oh, did I just go too far with that one?
That was deep. Deep. But I get it.
Yeah.
I mean, I think, we were talking about this the other day. Like, you have the vision, but it hasn't quite manifested itself. But it's going to come to fruition. Yep. And everybody else may not see it for you.
But you can't want the perfection of it.
Right.
In other words, that even the things that you see for yourself, the wonderful life you see for yourself, is going to come with some bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
You understand what I mean?
That's the part right
So kind
there.
of detaching from, like, understanding that I'll have the majority of the things that I manifest in my mind, but understanding that it's okay to not want every single thing.
Yeah.
And then I think in wanting, it's almost like wanting what's for you. I only want what's for me and nothing more. But I think that's a key component of what you manifest too.
Yeah.
Because if you have the power to manifest anything, you can manifest a good or a bad situation.
You can.
You know what I mean?
You can
manifest good or bad for your life. So I think that if you go too far with it, at that point it kind of crosses that threshold of just narcissism and greed. And at that point, you're almost killing this beautiful life that you have manifested because you want the perfection of it. Like, you don't just want a hot significant other. You want a super duper hot, perfect significant other. You don't just want to be able to take care of yourself and, be able to be of a vessel to your close loved ones. You're like,
right.
At that point,
right.
You're going past manifestation and you're just jumping into greed. And when you do that, you're leaving behind gratitude. And when you leave behind gratitude, you have a damn hard time manifesting anything.
Right. That's the thing too with gratitude, right? Because we get what we wanted or what we thought we wanted, and then we want more. It's like we're never
That's
satisfied.
what I'm trying to say.
Yeah,
Stopping.
we're
That's
never
it.
satisfied.
That's what I'm glad you said
Yeah.
that. That's what I'm trying to say. It's that knowing when to stay in a place of content. There's a huge difference between contentment and complacency.
Yeah.
And I think a lot of entrepreneurs confuse complacency for contentment. And it's not. Content is when you are relishing in that has been given to you and you've been blessed with, and knowing that is more than enough for you right there.
Yeah.
Because if what you don't know is if you take on any more than what you need at that moment, even if it's something you feel like you manifested, if you take on an iota more than what you need at that moment in your journey, it can make or break you.
Yeah.
But so it's almost like knowing how, having the gift of manifesting what I want, and then also being humble enough to know when to draw the line of I'm at the capacity of what I can handle right now.
Right.
Because,
Yeah, and
you
I like
understand
that
what
you
I'm
said
saying?
capacity right now, because that doesn't mean that you can't want for more later. But there's
Enjoy it now.
Yeah, there's a time, because it's like, man, you can't even enjoy what you have now because you're thinking about what's the next step.
Oh, I've seen a million entrepreneurs do it. I mean, they drive themselves ragged.
Yeah,
I was a victim.
And I'm guilty too.
Yeah,
I'm guilty
I don't do that no
'cause
more.
It's like, and we're so hard on ourselves too, because it's like we never feel like we're doing enough. And I definitely feel like that. Hell, I felt like that last week. You know, it comes in waves. But going back to what you were saying about gratitude, I had to check myself and say, but I am living in the now, and I know that things are going to happen in its divine timing. Everything is not going to happen right now. Like, I want 3 babies, I want a husband, I want this, I want that. But right now, I know there are certain things that I'm called to focus on now.
Yes.
You know,
and enjoying that.
Yeah,
I've seen,
exactly.
and I did it. I did it for years. I was just, it was like, and not understanding that was a hole in me.
Yeah.
That was a hole in me. That a lot of times that comes from the need to feel complete. Having a lot of things going on, always feeling like you're on the next thing. There's a hole in you that feels that there's a need to feel complete, and so that means something in your life is missing. And I did that for so many years, feeling a hole in my life with feeling like, oh, I'm manifesting my dreams.
Yeah.
But the truth of the matter is, I can sit here at 41 and reflect and say, a lot of that was busy work.
Right.
Because I had so much pain and hurt and things I hadn't dealt with, and unreleased, anger, frustration, all those different emotions, resentments, bitterness, a lot of things that is hard to admit that we have those demons within us. And so, I kept myself extremely busy with always the next. And I look up at 41 and I think, what if I would have tempered myself? I probably would have the family, the kids, and everything else. If I'd have tempered myself and not felt like I had to pick my love or my work, my friendships or my business ships, my love or my friendships, or whatever those different, juxtaposed things are. So,
But that's tough, right? Because as a woman, we're juggling so many different things. So is it tempering yourself, or is it the balancing act where you are at that moment?
Well, I think as women, if we don't have a gauge or an outside influence or an outside support system that can tell us and be honest with us, like you going a million miles a minute.
Yeah.
What we have around us is generally people who don't have the drive we have, so they cheer us on into our death and early grave, and they don't know that.
Right.
They don't know how to step out of there and be like, sister, take some time for you. Sister, have you thought about your love life and your family life? Have you thought about, we don't have those type of counsels around us. We have yes people like cheering for us, and that's a wonderful thing because we need that as entrepreneurs. But the down part of that is that it kind of takes us, it keeps us in this constant space of going at it, because we, at a certain point, you start to live for the cheers and not for what God has already blessed you with. Right. And I wouldn't be able to sit here and say that if I hadn't done it to myself and hadn't been able to really clearly recognize it. It took me a while, and then having to work through a lot of those, and still to this day, because I think that's a journey that you go through, is self-improvement, and just really, really unearthing some things like, what makes me so good in work and not so great in relationships? Yeah. What makes me so good in friendships but not so good in business ships? What makes me so good in friendships, not so good in relationships? Yeah. Like, it starts to make me say, because I'm at that point where I need that well-roundedness. and I need that even distribution of myself.
Yeah.
So I feel like when you're manifesting, it's like a real keen gift in that is understanding it's not leaving behind gratitude, because you can be a manifesting ass, but not. If you lack gratitude, everything you manifest, God's going to just rip it right from you.
Right.
And you can always tell that when you look at your life in hindsight and you look at the moments where God took everything from you.
Yeah.
You were lacking gratitude somewhere. You know what I mean? So I think the art of manifestation is when you can keep it.
Yeah.
When you can not just build it, but keep it and keep that flow going. That's when, like, you have that a good little ebb and flow. And so, for me, manifestation now in this place of my life is acceptance of things I cannot change.
Yeah.
Like acceptance fully of things I cannot change, and focusing on the things that I know and I can place into my life, but then also having that tempering of myself of, okay, Lydia, you got 4 new contracts, 5 new contracts. Stop.
Right.
Love on those. Nourish those. Flourish those.
Yeah.
Before you take on other things, no matter what is brought your way.
Right.
Because as
Instead
entrepreneurs,
of
we'll keep taking
no,
it on.
I want it all
And then
right
and
now.
we end up
then
being
you're burned out.
resentful and bitter towards everybody around us, not knowing
and
we really
burned out.
We really need to be mad at our damn self.
Yeah, exactly.
Not really looking at it for what it is, because it's like
Yeah.
you just said, it's so easy to give it to somebody else.
Yeah.
It's so easy to pass that buck along, like, well, if she had a Jess, or if he had a Jess, or if they had a Jess, or if that my client would have just. It all, whatever it is, you manifesting it. So
Right.
it's all your damn fault, regardless. You know what I'm saying?
You said it's on you regardless.
If you want to
you
call
right,
it,
you wanna call
people
that
want to
energy to
manifest
you.
until
Yeah.
bad shit happen and they don't want to own it.
Right.
And it's like, how does that work? You mad as hell
Yeah.
that this bad. You don't really think you participate in the manifestation of that bad shit. Everything bad. After I was a grown-ass woman, in some way or shape, if I'm honest with myself, I can say I manifested that some kind of way.
Yeah.
Be it staying in past the time I should have stayed.
Well, you
be
call
it,
negative energy towards you, right? You
Yeah.
call negative energy, negative thoughts, and all of that stuff. And, I think it does play into, because even like today, right? I had a bad morning, but I'm not going to let that control my entire day.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So, like I said, I shifted it to, I know I'm going to see my boo.
Yeah.
So, like, I cherish these moments with you, and that's a positive thing for me.
Yep.
Because I could come in here and be like, oh, Lydia, but that's going to tank my whole day.
Yep.
So for me, it's like, and you have to have the space to deal with those things too, and I did. But, so I just think it's calling forth the things that serve you best.
Yep.
And calling forth that positive energy, and that's one of the things that I've been working on, because
But I think it's also, like you were saying, also knowing how to balance the two. But I think that, and I just wanted to interject really quickly with this. Because it is about the positive energy, but it's also accepting the negativity that comes with life. And I think that when and I think a lot of times, because I watch people do it all the time. I see, you can scroll through social media, and they're like, "Get away from me if you're not positive vibes." It's like, bitch, you're crazy. Life's not always
you saying that is a negative thing,
and you're not allowing someone space, to be human. And I think as entrepreneurs, that's what happens to us. We go from human beings who created this great mass marketable or boutique style sellable product or service, and we turn into this extremely self-absorbed priority driven person who kind of forgets about the reality of, at the end of the day, like I say, and I'm gonna say this all the day. I'm gonna say this every time. Is at the end, none of this shit is real.
Yeah.
You have to make the most of this life. You know what I mean? Like if I can strive to be a gazillionaire, but if I never become a gazillionaire, am I rich still?
Right.
You goddamn right I am.
Yeah, absolutely.
You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like once you get to that point,
yeah.
you're good, because that means that the things you want will come to you. They're gonna come because you've relinquished the control of how and when they come.
Right. Yeah, I was saying last night, like, because I was interviewing with Bossip, and Alex asked me, what does it mean to be fulfilled? For me, that it's not about money, even though money would be great. Like, lots of money would be great.
Money frees up a lot of other issues.
Yeah, it does. Yeah. However, for me, it's about my peace, my happiness. Like, that is so important to me right now.
Yeah.
Because I'm running 24/7, and so those moments like this, like when I can just sit in quiet and reflect, those moments are valuable to me.
Yeah.
More valuable than,
speaking engagements,
right,
everything.
Right, exactly.
Yeah, I remember when you said on the call, you were saying, you said you will give up anything if it jeopardizes your happiness or your peace.
Absolutely.
And he just kept talking about how he got some money to take you on a date,
right?
But he can't do too much, and he got a new jacket,
right?
And I was like, that sounds like about every brother,
every other man, right?
A powerful woman,
right?
Just, I got a nice new jacket, and I can take you to dinner at this list of places.
Exactly. And I just said that it's not about the money. You know, it's not.
No, because they don't hear that. And that's another thing. Like we were talking, it's acceptance. It's so many things I'm going through right now. Well, I'm not gonna say. Let me take away the word right now. I've been going through this shift for 2 years now.
Right.
I don't think a shift is a day, a week, a month, a year. It's as long as it takes for your ass to shift. So I've been going through a shift for a while, and my understanding of a lot of things, and just a lot of different stuff, Joy. So I'm with you 100% with that. But the manifestation thing is like it is a summoning.
Yeah.
But you have to have a level of humility, of decency, and a lot of other things about yourself before those things that summon to you come in the manner in which you see it in your mind. Because if there's broken pieces of you, you're going to get all of that, but you may not be prepared for it. You may not be able to retain it. You may not be able to, a lot of things. And so it's like, and then you'll turn around and be like, mad at God or mad at life or mad at people because you lost it, or because you don't have it, or because all of these different reasons, when you didn't understand that it's more components to manifestation than just thinking about the things you want.
It's
not. It's an art. It really is a freaking art.
It is.
It is.
That book.
It's a way of living.
Book, the Daily Teachings by what's her name, Rhonda Burns, who writes The Secret and The Gift and all of that. Like that has been. I have integrated that into my daily ritual when I wake up in the morning, because it's a practice.
Oh, it's
gratitude is a practice.
Daily.
Because, and it's just it's things you may not even think about. And it makes me just emotional even thinking about it, because we take so many things for granted.
Yes.
And you don't realize, which is why, and I go back to like me wanting to be alone during the winter storm, for example, because I was like, I can sit in this. I'm okay. I've been through worse, than just no power and water.
Yeah.
Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
This gives me an opportunity to be thankful for the things that I do have.
That part.
Right.
Critical thinking skills on the test. You passed it. I know. I didn't even have to know you did. I know you did.
I did. I scored in the 99th percentile.
No,
on my
Joy. That's what I'm talking about. Like, there's components you have to have before you can master the art of manifestation.
Right.
And or you just stand. I don't know. Let me kind of get off of that thought. But the manifestation piece right there, Joy, is like, a lot of people don't understand that but that's because you have a humility about you. That's because you have a godness and a rootedness about you. And so that to someone else they think you're weird. Like, why would you want to sit in that? And you're like, and you're over there like Rafiki, just I've been through worse, bitch.
Right.
And it's the truth, because it's like you still find the blessing in the fact that you have a roof.
Right.
There was people who didn't have a roof. And when you're a master manifester, which you are, when you're a master manifester, that's how your mind always thinks. Your mind is not always thinking about who can help you.
Yeah. Exactly.
What can somebody else do for you?
Right.
Your mind is not thinking about that.
Not.
Your mind is thinking about the goodness and the grace that you've been shown in this life. And that, just staying there, it's like you can smile through everything. You can smile through bad relationships.
Yep.
You can smile through lack of money. You can smile through loss of loved ones. You can smile through everything, because there's a peace that you have that God gave you, so no one can take it away from you.
Joy,
I'll go to I'll go between to going to church. Joy, no.
Right. We there.
There's a whole nother sister in me that a lot of people don't even know. I will minister to you in here.
She will.
Because I done been here 5 lifetimes already, baby. I don't. This ain't none of this shit new for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
So speaking about manifesting some stuff.
Yes.
We gonna manifest this girl. Shut up.
Uh-oh, here we go. That's one every week, swear to God.
You know, we needed more time
Ah! Look at him busting out his shirt. That's his. She got on his shirt.
Right, they wear
that's
the same
kind
shirt.
of person he is.
Right, so
she just wear his clothes.
Right. So those of you who are
We
listening
ain't
and
get
not
into
watching,
it.
we have
So,
popped up a
I
picture
can't
of Derek
bless
Jackson
this girl's
and
heart.
his wife,
Oh,
Danae. I think it's Danae
Bless her
Jackson.
heart. I feel so. Oh man, I think that's what most people feel. This is just.
Here's the thing. It's like a couple of levels to this, right? Because some are like, let them mind their own bit. Some people are like, let them mind their own business. It's their marriage. And, some people are like, oh, I feel sorry for her. Some people, it's so many different things. But for me, first of all, let me tell you this.
I mean, it's their marriage. I get it, but that don't stop me from feeling.
But they decided to come out in the public and address it. So then you open yourself up.
But there's a part of me that feels like a part of this is publicity stuntish.
Because he has that new book, right?
And everything. So it feels publicity stuntish. But it's like, it doesn't matter the manner in which it's done. If it's for a publicity stunt, that's your real life.
Right. It's
still,
right.
God. Like, and then, oh no. And then just the way she's sitting there homely, just looking like a humble servant. I say, Lord. Now, so when going back to the manifestation talk, that's not the humbleness.
Right.
That ain't the humility
I didn't manifest
we're talking about here. No.
I didn't manifest.
No, she wants this. There's a difference.
Listen, what you're not going to do, first of all, you're not going to have me on live looking a mess. And second of all, ain't nobody seen this woman. And that's not going to be my first introduction to the public.
But, here's the thing. I see in her video, she's very comfortable with who she is. I cannot take that from her. Yeah. Because God knows I'm comfortable with who I am.
Yeah, she is. She said, listen.
Does appear to be the kind of person who's not moved by that. But that does not strike me that kind of guy married that kind of woman.
Yeah.
Ouch. Because that's the kind of girl that kind of guy likes.
Yeah.
So he can do the narcissistic shit that he does. And it's just like makes me nauseous. Now, has that ever worked on me in my dating life? Y'all got to look at me and know that shit has never worked on me in my dating life.
Right.
If it's good for you, it's good for me.
Right.
We both finna be fucking around. You understand what I'm saying?
Right.
How this work?
Right.
It's not gonna be the one-sided fuck around show.
Exactly.
You're gonna get fucked over fucking with me. Shit. Oh no. No, the truth is I'll leave you first because I don't even have time for that because we talked about that.
I ain't got the time.
I kind of like to be with one person, but you what I'm saying is, poor thing, she on there looking like Raj from What's Happening. Bless her heart, but no, and she don't got not even a light beat, not even clear gloss, like not even no earrings. Her nails are done, but bless her. Let me not do that because that's me talking from a materialistic. Oh God, thank you, Denise. But what I'm saying is, I'm not going to even talk about it from a materialistic standpoint of what the woman looks like because if she has absolutely nothing on, she's beautiful.
Yeah,
she's a naturally beautiful girl.
Is beautiful.
But what I'm saying is the sadness of that kind of guy is always going after that kind of girl, and then they're always caught with a Long Island Lolita on their arm.
Right. Exactly. And he'll still continue to give relationship advice.
He said, I did it and I'll do it again.
Right. He's like, I gave her a roll call list from 12 years. First of all, you don't know everybody you said hello to in 12 years. Stop it. Like, come on now.
He said, I was out here in these streets banging everything. This is true.
And I'm sorry.
And I was like, at what point did she shake her hand out of his hand? But anyway, enough of that. Yeah. I don't want to run us over because,
Right. So, yeah, let's give Derek Jackson a girl shut up.
Oh, definitely. Indeed. A girl and a boy shut up.
Right.
Girl, shut up.
Right.
You make a damn flesh crawl.
That's a whole other conversation. But
body and that tight ass shirt. All that. I don't like none of that. So if you're trying to get at me, don't wear tight shirts. Because that shit ain't it. Ugh.
I like a little.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Jesus Christ. Tight shirt me and hit her up fast as you can.
Oh, God. Well, listen, guys.
That's how you say, no, you're going to fuck around and get a narcissist.
Right. Well, I have been there, done that.
Oh, God.
Hold on. In the tight shirt.
I know it off of me. I get it off of
Release the demons, Lord. Release the demons, Lord.
Of the tight shirt,
man. Oh, man. All right, y'all. We done.
We got to go.
With y'all. It's Thursday. You know what it is. We'll see you back here next Thursday at 10 a.m.
10 a.m.
Right, because we be coming on here at 10:10 and whatnot. All right, y'all. We'll see you. Follow us on @officialbeautyish if you already aren't. Don't just watch, subscribe, like, comment. Let us know you're in the room. And we'll see you guys back here
later
next week. Bye.
Peace.